Hey parents, here's a question for you. Have you ever felt like your child is always catching something? One runny nose clears up and the next day it's a cough. And you've tried multivitamins, immune boosters, extra foods, but the sniffles just keep coming back. Well, what if the real answer isn't in your medicine cabinet, but it's in your child's gut? Welcome to another episode of Ask Me Doctor, brought to you by motherhood.com.my with me, your host, Mahira Khan. And today we're unlocking something every parent would want to know about: how gut health plays a key role in your child's immunity. But first, to our viewers, a heads up before we begin. We've got an awesome surprise coming your way at the end of the session. And trust me, you do not want to miss it. So stick around, learn something new, and you might just walk away with something special too. Alright, so let's jump right in with our session with consultant pediatrician Dr. Ng Yi Ki. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Yi Ki.
Hi Mahira, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to talk about this because I think it's something that could make a big difference for a lot of families.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you. Alright, so doctor, let's start with the basics. Why do some kids seem to catch every bug that goes around?
So Mahira, getting a little sick is all part of growing up. A child's immune system is still learning, especially in the early years. So when they go to school or daycare, they're surrounded by new germs every day, and their body is learning how to fight back.
And I'm sure that this comes as great news to so many parents out there to know that they're not doing anything wrong, but in fact, getting sick is just a part of their child's development.
Exactly.
And that brings us to a deeper part of this conversation where we learn how the immune system is actually linked to the gut. Alright, so Dr. Yi Ki, now let's connect the dot. What does the gut got to do with this?
Actually, a lot. Around 70 to 80% of your child's immune system lives in their gut. Inside the digestive system is something called the gut microbiome. It's like a busy city of good bacteria that helps train the immune system. A healthy, balanced gut makes it easier for their body to fight off harmful viruses and bacteria.
So is it safe to say that the gut is basically the immune system's home base?
Absolutely, Mahira. It all starts at home. When the gut is happy, the immune system is better equipped to do its job. In a nutshell, it starts with the gut.
Alright, so Dr. Yi Ki, we hear a lot about probiotics, but can you explain to us what are they and are all of them helpful when it comes to our immunity?
That's a great question, Mahira. So probiotics are live beneficial bacteria that help maintain the balance of your gut microbiome, which, as we now know, plays a key role in immunity. But here's the important part. Not all probiotics function the same. Science tells us now that the benefits of probiotics are actually strain-specific, meaning while some are great for constipation and improving bowel habits, others are helpful in gut infections. For respiratory health, there is emerging evidence that probiotic strains like Lactobacillus acidophilus NCFM and Bifidobacterium lactis BL04 may actually help reduce frequency of upper respiratory illness like coughs and colds in children. And so by supporting the gut balance, probiotics can actively reinforce your child's immune system. So when you're choosing a probiotic for your child, it's not just about picking any off the shelf. It's about picking the right one with the right benefits.
Well, that's really good to know, especially for parents out there who have to pick from a sea of choices. So now, once we've got the right probiotic, it's all about when and how often we give it to them. Am I right?
You're absolutely right, Mahira.
So this now brings us to our next question. So doctor, should parents only focus on probiotics during flu season, or are they useful all year round?
That's actually a great point. Trying to ramp up the immune support only during high-risk periods like school outbreaks of different illnesses doesn't work, unfortunately. Apart from probiotics that we often use for cases of acute diarrhea, probiotics are probably more effective when taken consistently for a longer period of time. Also, please don't forget that keeping your child physically active, eating nutritiously, and getting good quality sleep is very important in building your child's defenses. Think of it as strengthening a shield, getting it ready for those tougher moments that often come unannounced and without warning.
So it's not just about reacting to the situation, but it's actually about being prepared at all times.
Spot on. Like we always say, prevention is better than cure.
Alright doctor, so before we go, I'm sure that many parents out there would like to know this. what is the easiest way to make probiotics a part of everyday life? And what should they look out for when purchasing any kind of probiotic?
I know it can sound a bit confusing, but actually it's really simple. Look for child-friendly format and ideally free from artificial colors, preservatives, or added sugars. That way, kids and parents could easily mix it into milk, cereal, or a smoothie with zero fuss.
Needless to say, Dr. Yiki, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insights on how we can best strengthen our immune systems for our little ones. And in fact, not just them, but for us as parents as well.
It was an absolute pleasure, Mahira. Thank you for having me.
And to all parents watching, we hope that this episode has helped you to see how powerful gut health can be when it comes to your child's immunity. And dear parents, if you're tired of the constant sniffles, the coughs, and the sick days, here's something worth considering. BiO-LiFE A.B IMUNIX. BiO-LiFE A.B IMUNIX is a probiotic formulated just for children, and it's not your average supplement. It contains 2 clinically proven strains, Lactobacillus acidophilus NCFM and Bifidobacterium lactis BL04, that have been shown to reduce the frequency of common colds, strengthen immune defenses, and help kids recover faster. In short, it helps your child to stay strong so that you can worry less. And the best part, it's safe for kids aged 2 and above. It's gentle on their little tummies, and it comes in a really yummy vanilla flavored sachet and contains no artificial flavors, preservatives, or added sugars. Parents and even children themselves can easily mix it into milk, cereals, or smoothies, making it the easiest parenting win of the week. BiO-LiFE A.B IMUNIX is now available on BiO-LiFE official stores on Lazada and Shopee, and also major pharmacy stores nationwide. And before we go, let's make this even better with a giveaway. We're giving away BiO-LiFE A.B IMUNIX worth RM110 each to 5 lucky winners, and all you have to do is to answer this simple question and tag 3 friends. Gut health can support your child's immune system. Is this true or false? Winners will be announced soon. Good luck, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Mahira Khan.
And I'm Dr. Ng Yiki.
And this episode of Ask Me Doctor is brought to you by motherhood.com.my and BiO-LiFE Malaysia. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye.